Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So a few days ago, a group of Hindus just gathered together, brought over 100 acres of land in a city in North Carolina. They're planning to construct a temple and a statue of their warrior god, which will stand over 155 feet tall and become the new largest statue in the United States, and I believe even in the world. And we're going to be asking people, should that be allowed in the United States? Clearly, we have freedom of religion. It's a very interesting subject. Let's go find out what the public thinks. Recently, a group of Hindus in North Carolina, they bought over 130 acres of land, residential land, and they're building a massive temple for a 155-foot statue of Lord Murugan, the Hindu god of war. The statue will be taller than the Statue of Liberty. What do you think about that?
Who bought the land? The Hindus, you said?
Yeah, a group of like Indians.
I don't know how I feel about that. So it'll be the largest statue like in the US?
Yeah, it'll be larger than the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's right.
Do you think we should put a stop to that? Maybe like legally and not allow them to do that?
Maybe it's up to North Carolina. Maybe it's like up to the state.
What are your thoughts on that?
I have no idea what that even is, man. That doesn't sound like something that would actually be going on right now. Is this one of those like rage bait things?
No, this is like a real thing that's happening.
I have no idea, dude. I haven't heard about that at all.
Well, do you think that's okay that that's happening?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know about it at all, so I can't really comment on it. But
Well, I mean, I just kind of explained what was happening. They bought up a ton of acres of land.
yeah,
Like this is public information. Like I'm not making this up.
no, I mean, like, let me see it. That's a cool statue, man. I like the design of it. It's pretty sick.
Do you think that's cool for the statue like that to be built in the United States?
I mean, yeah, why not? It's a statue.
Yeah, but wasn't the United States built on like European Christian values, not like Hindu values? And now suddenly this is going to be the biggest statue in the United States.
It's at the end of the day, America, though. Like, you know, this is what this country is kind of built on. I get it. Like, it's definitely something that's a hot topic issue, but I don't really know if like you can really compromise the values of the United States based on just like different religions and ideologies. I feel like that's kind of like if people get mad about it, depending on what they're using it for, that's really all that it is at the end of the day. Like if they're using it to inspire fear in people or hate, that is in and of itself wrong. But in this case, I mean, if I saw that statue, I like the design of it. It's pretty cool.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't really have too much thoughts. That's the first time I heard it.
Yeah. So this happened a few days ago. But this is the United States, and then the Hindus want to build a god from their religion, obviously.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, we're in America, and I feel like we're the only country that will allow a lot of different things that come, like religion, different races, and all that, and it's accepted. So, like, it's one of those things that I don't have too much to say on it, but it's like one of those things that just happen in America that we just kind of accept. Like, what would you say?
Do you think we have to accept that? Well, I just think we're in the United States. Yes, we have freedom of religion,
Right.
But that doesn't mean to push that religion on other people. Let's say you build the statue, and then now it's the biggest statue in the U.S., and people think of the U.S., they think of a Hindu god. I don't know. That doesn't really sit right.
We push Christianity on everybody too, though, in America.
Yeah, but didn't Christianity kind of help build the United States?
I could disagree.
What helped build the United States then?
A lot of it's not like just one religion built the United States. We can go religion, we can go politicians, we can go money, like all the different things. So I wouldn't just give that to one specific thing where we're saying religion built the United States or helped build the United States.
Well, I wouldn't say obviously it wasn't the only factor, but
Right.
if you look at some of the founding fathers or some of the architecture, some of the values that are in our Constitution, they came from Christianity. They
Right.
came from the Bible. And I'm not saying to push Christianity on the people, but we kind of have to realize that it did help shape the nation in a large way.
But we present ourselves as the land of the free, and like,
Yeah.
so should we accept Christianity or should we accept Hinduism?
Do you think this kind of shows where the U.S. is heading to?
I would say so, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Do you think it's a good or bad direction?
Probably not the best direction.
Not the best. So, what do you think the U.S. should do to maybe stop things like this from happening?
I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think?
Do you think maybe we should tighten up our immigration policy, maybe select which countries we allow more immigrants to come from?
Yeah, those sound good.
Sounds
How do
good?
you think? Yeah, how do you think that would happen?
How do I think?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe banning some countries from entering the U.S. since obviously we have a lot of people already and a lot of people don't have jobs and we have other problems and we shouldn't maybe prioritize people from other countries from coming in.
That's a good answer. That's fair.
Do you think we should prioritize a certain group of people over others to come into the U.S.?
I think criminals obviously shouldn't be allowed in the U.S. Like law-abiding citizens, yes, but I think they need to be like background checked and come through legally. Obviously, I don't think they should come in illegally.
Do you think even like legal immigration, we should maybe prioritize people from certain groups of the world to come in that maybe might assimilate better to U.S. culture than maybe someone like the Hindus who come here and they live in their own communities and want to build a huge statue of their warrior god?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And which part of the world would that be?
Probably just countries that the U.S. has better relations with, I would say.
Do you think maybe countries that the people there are more similar to?
Like
To
in
US
culture?
people? Yeah.
I would say so.
Do any countries come to mind, or a continent comes to mind?
I mean, obviously North American countries like Canada and Mexico are the closest to us, or like people from European countries I think would be closest to us culturally as opposed to like other countries.
Do you think American culture stems from European culture and the European people?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some similarities for sure.
So let's say the demographics change like very rapidly and European white people become a minority in the US. Do you think that would fundamentally change the United States from what it was?
I think so. Yeah.
So would it be a good idea to then allow more European people and incentivize them to come into the United States? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair assumption?
I would say so. I think it's a safe bet.
Don't you think it kind of starts off with maybe statues, communities, architecture, and then once enough of these people come in, let's say Hindus and Indians for an example, enough of them come into the US and they become a majority, it will kind of reflect on how the country becomes?
I mean, yeah, that definitely is kind of what you see in England right now, but like it didn't really impact the architecture too much there. And then if you look at like Dutch architecture, like in the Netherlands, and kind of how that just kind of like becomes a staple, like different. That's just different design. Like it really kind of is like subtle, but in New York you see it like all the time with people like immigrating here and then just like getting in like hospitals, schools, different buildings being used for like immigration. Like it becomes like just a really hot topic for everybody, like for sure. So
Yeah, you brought up London. That's a good example. Like, Indians or Arabs started coming in there, and then you go to London. It's only 30% actually British people there, and then now
Yeah.
the mayor there, Sadiq Khan, is some
I
Muslim
got
guy.
a lot of like people I know from London, a lot of roommates from college, and like they all are just they don't really love that. It's just kind of like a big issue like with immigration over there, but it's like people are leaving, like if they're going through the proper channels legally to enter a country, like then hey, like that is what it is. Like they're escaping something or they want to go somewhere to like get a better life. Like if you do it the proper way, you can't really hate on it, but if you like illegally do it, then it becomes like a bigger, broader issue that I'm sure the rest of the world needs to address for sure.
But do you think at a certain point, even if we let in enough legal immigrants, you say, even if they do it the proper way or they're seeking help, at a certain point, maybe we say, we have enough. We have to focus on our people right now since we have a lot of issues in the country as it is?
I mean, of course, yeah. Like, I don't know what that number is, though. Like, I don't think there's, like, a legit hard value that you could place on that. Like, I mean, there's so many different factors that go into that. But at the end of the day, taking care of your own and like the people who are born in one country is very, very important. It should be the top priority of any standing government for sure.
No, at a certain point, it's like you let in all these people and they start building some of these temple statues like this, and then suddenly the Native American population that have been here for generations, they start becoming a minority. And then what made the U.S.
It's no longer
It's not the U.S.
Yeah. I can agree with you on that one. I can agree with you on that one.
Okay. So how do you think we could stop things like this maybe from happening?
Specifically for this case, really, I feel like as a United States, we don't really have a set culture. And I think we should, how do we stop it is really kind of enforce our own culture, like within the United States. And because that's the only difference. We're allowed everybody else's culture to come in, and that's how it's going to end up taking over. So how we could stop it, is by enforcing like a specific culture and a code of ethics that we live by in the United States. Because I can argue that, you know, in those other countries, it's like, you know, they have arranged marriages and things like that, and you can play the point of, you know, it might be religion, it might be whatever, but they don't think any different of it. But I feel like as a country, we're confused. So that's the answer I would give as far as like enforcing some type of culture in that, or standard of code and ethics.
All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. Clearly, a lot of people didn't have too much of an issue about it. Person thought it was a little odd that would be being built in the United States. Let me know what you guys think below. Is this freedom of religion, freedom of expression to build a statue like this in the United States? Or is it going too far? And sometimes the government has to intervene and step in to preserve our culture and our nation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and see you guys next time.